We have the Pope standing on business.
Oh my gosh, yo, this is crazy. Pope standing on business, as the rappers say. Pope Francis repeats phobic slur. Keep the LGTV dudes out of seminary.
There's no way it translated to that.
Let's see what it
Dudes.
translates. So, people really give this dude a lot of, like, they say he's liberal and such and such, but then a couple weeks ago we covered how he came out and said something pretty wild about the LGTV folks, and he dropped the F word, or a translation, fettuccine, of the F word. Pope Francis yet again used a disparaging slur against LGTB people. I thought he apologized for this, but apparently he didn't. Behind closed Vatican doors, they're trying to get this dude canceled.
Yeah.
Listen,
You can't cancel the Pope.
Why you can't cancel the Pope? But like, if there's the Catholics are so coherent on their position on this that I don't understand. Like they got like, councils and stuff that they point to. Less than a month after apologizing for doing the same thing, according to ANSA, the leading news agency in Italy, the pontiff reiterated the vulgar term while speaking to Roman priests Tuesday, stating there is an air of
He's about to get Andrew Tate on the line.
There's an air of the F word in the Vatican, as he expressed it'd be better for young LGTB men to steer clear of seminaries. No doubt, it's all a bit disappointing. Of course, they would say that, with no repeat apology as of yet. It'll be interesting to see how this situation is handled moving forward. For now, when asked about Tuesday's meeting, the Vatican's press office referred to a statement. So they leaked this meeting that shouldn't have been leaked, right?
Yep.
To a statement that highlights the Pope's reiteration of the importance of welcoming LGBT folks in the church, while also emphasizing caution regarding their admission into seminaries. As we reported, the Pope referenced the LGBT slur behind closed Vatican doors on May 20th. Unnamed bishops who were present reported said France used it jokingly, but still Vatican spokesperson Matteo issued an apology of sorts. So it was the spokesperson that issued an apology, not the Pope.
Yep.
Interesting. He said the Pope never intended to offend or express himself to be homophobic terms, and he extends his apologies to those who were offended by the use of a term that was reported by others. If the Pope realizes he's using a term that's offensive in Italian, the word is, I don't know how to say it, for fettuccine. But Frank isn't Italian. He's Argentinian. Wait, the Pope is Argentinian? No way he's Argentinian.
I think that makes sense.
What? Hold on, you got to Google this. The Pope is Argentinian? I'm asleep. Yeah, he's Argentinian. Wow. That's crazy. That's a big.
They got a BIPOC as a Pope.
They got a international transplant. So he used a word in Italian, and that's not his native language? He used the derogatory. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Or I mean, he does. They live in where they live. It's in Rome.
The Vatican is Vatican is technically its own jurisdiction, its own country.
I don't think he lives in Argentina.
No. He's at the Vatican. The Pope always lives at the Vatican.
Yeah, so like he probably speaks fluently Italian, is probably just that's why.
The Pope's public stance is there's room for everyone in the Catholic Church, including the LGTB crowd. So his recent missteps in raising. So I think this, like, there's room for everybody. I don't think they mean the same thing.
Yeah.
They don't mean there's room for everybody in the sense that you finna go get a wedding at a Catholic church. What he means by there's room for everybody is like y'all can come. It's like the you belong before. Remember about the 10 years ago, churches kept saying like, you belong, welcome family. Like this is like, so he's basically using like the Hillsong language from 10 years ago. Remember Hillsong NYC? They had this you belong language. So he's using this like you belong language. But what he's really saying is you belong, but you can't be LGTB here. Yeah. That's what he's saying. He's saying you belong, but not really. You belong, but kinda.
Yeah.
You belong, but you gotta stop. Yeah, that's what he's getting at.
You can physically walk into the doors.
You can walk into the doors.
And we won't like
they'll give you a blessing.
And we won't tell you fettuccine.
They won't call you fettuccine.
Yeah. But we'll think it and talk about it behind closed doors. Because you gotta stop.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think it's good
We've got the pasta factory on the
Do you think it's good that they're discouraging LGTB from becoming priests?
Oh, 100%.
Why?
Yes, absolutely.
Why?
Well, one, biblical values. That's great.
Okay.
You don't want people trying to become priests that don't hold up the Bible. But two.
Well, I don't mean I mean same sex attracted and priest. I'm not even talking about side B. I'm just saying some people that have dealt with the propensity to be same sex attracted. I'm not even saying side B. I'm not even saying they believe they're created that way.
Gotcha.
Remove all of our paradigm and those categories.
Oh, okay.
And they're just like, hey, like if you're slightly effeminate, we don't want you to be a priest.
It's a little wild. That's a little wild.
It's a little wild.
I think so.
I think he's counting the cost.
Who better? I'll make a crazy argument.
Okay.
Who better to pledge a life of celibacy
than LGTB?
Than someone that's like, I'm already not getting married.
Yeah, but I see your point. But the thing is, it's already hard enough being celibate in that world. So if you're celibate and you're same sex attracted, and then what happened in the early 2000s, are you kind of setting these dudes up?
Here's the real thing. A lot of these dudes are just getting it where they can get it.
Wait, whoa.
I mean, how do you have so many predators? Like how do you have so many? You think they're all just LGTV? You think they're all just all the ones just diddling
I think
little boys or LGTV?
No. In the same way we talked about coming full circle on the stream, we talked about certain systems that unfortunately create these sorts of protections. I don't know, enablement, right? You saw it in the SBC, the Southern Baptist Convention, and they came out and there was a list of 700 predators that they knew that they covered up.
Yeah.
Right? You saw the same thing happen in the Catholic Church. Like it's just certain institutions that cover up tend to create environments where predators are allowed to thrive. So I think it's a infrastructure thing.
But they did have a disproportionately large amount of effeminate men that have propensities towards same-sex attraction.
I can't speak to that in terms of the
2000 situation.
Yeah, I can't speak of all those folks were same-sex attracted or bi or whatever that was.
But that's what I mean. Is that like I don't know what that is. I think
if they were already with the PDF files.
Yeah.
Right. They had the PDF file tendencies, and so then they went and became.
So
right?
I guess what I mean is that like if you're going to have a sexual propensity struggle, you are going to have to struggle with that regardless. You're going to have to
might as well be celibate.
White knuckle it.
Yeah,
because that's how they set it up. They got these priests got to white knuckle it. So if there's the PDF files that have a propensity towards, their thing, and then they can't get a hold of that, and then it just turns into PDF file stuff. If they have a straight priest that can't get a hold of his thing, he's gonna have sex with women. He's gonna have a same-sex attracted priest that can't get a hold of his thing. So I think the real call should be people that are committed and have dealt with past traumas and have healed.
That's good.
Regardless of whether you're maybe slightly effeminate or not.
Yeah, that's good.
That being said, I think it's important to have like masculine men as leaders and role models in churches.
I honestly feel bad for the whole like the priest got to be celibate thing and can't be
doesn't
married.
Make any sense.
It's sad. I think that's a bummer. That's a later development in terms of church history. Like I want to say around the year 1100 ish, where all of a sudden they came out and were like, priests got to be celibate. Because
Joe Rogan pointed out, he's like,
Joe Rogan pointed out. Wow.
He pointed out like, you don't make rules in a vacuum. It's like that means these priests were smashing. They were just taking advantage of their power and authority.
I think that's sad. I think that's really sad that happened. Because we know that the apostles had wives per 1 Corinthians chapter 9, right? And their wives traveled with them. I don't know if they had kids, but their wives traveled with them. Paul says it in 1 Corinthians 9. Extra credit points. Go and read that. Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Comment down below and let me know what you think. And be sure to check out this video that YouTube is recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right? I'll see you over there. Peace.